Chega aos seus. São mais de 25 anos de bons serviços e qualidade. Oficina própria para melhor lhe atender. Compra e venda de veículos novos e seminovos com garantia. Todos os nossos veículos passam por uma revisão minuciosa para que tudo esteja em ordem na hora da compra. Contamos também com serviço de guincho para aqueles momentos inesperados. Venha até a Chega aos seus e fale conosco. 449 Ferry Street em Malden. 781-324-2334. Chega aos seus.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brother Gilbert Stadium. Welcome to Malden, Massachusetts. Welcome to Boston City FC football. Tonight, we have a great game of USL2 action where Boston City FC takes on Pathfinder FC. The Lions trying to make it 3 in a row for the first time in the season, trying to climb back up the standings and overcome Western Mass Pioneer for the second place of the Eastern Conference. The Lions come today with a couple of changes from the last victory, a couple of wins last week where they took on Hartford FC and Boston Bolts. Coach João Garcia having to make a couple of changes to his lineup, hoping to put up that third win. My name is Rafael Fraga, and I'll be here today hosting this wonderful game of soccer and hopefully calling the third consecutive win for the Lions. You see on your screen the forecast for today. A little bit chilly for June, but a nice day for football. 63 degrees Fahrenheit, a little bit windy, 60% humidity, and a partly cloudy day, as you can see there on your screens, while the teams warm up. We start today's broadcast with both teams' lineups, starting, of course, with the away team, Pathfinder FC, who haven't won yet this season and are looking to get their first win against the Lions. They come up with the following starters. Goalkeeper Carl Vernet operates with the number 1 jersey. Defenders Gabriel Souza with the 5. Harkirat Mali with the 19. Benjamin Ofori with 16. And Miguel Carranza with the number 20. In midfield, Dennis Koch with the number 8. David Penafiel with the number 11. Oscar Odriozola with number 7. Exauce Mongandindo with number 15. John Forbes and Joseph Dolan are the strikers. Coach Kevin Longager brings up the following substitutes. Papa Diop, Matthew Farias, Edgar Garcia, Yeli Katambandonu, Sebastian Montelieu, and Kintrell Hendrickson. That's the starting 11 for Pathfinder as they look for their first win of the season. And following, we have your home side, Boston City FC. The Lions roar tonight with the following players. Like I said, a couple of changes from the team that beat Hartford on Friday. Guilherme Silva is back in the starting lineup at defense, and Manuel Polchera takes over for Gustavo Braga. And here's the starting lineup. Nicolas Zardo operates between the posts with number 1 jersey. The defensive duo, Fernando Timbo Sanfeliz with number 4, and Guilherme Silva with the number 8 jersey. Fullbacks Kevin Herrera with the 2, and Ben Manugian with the captain's armband operating with the number 3 jersey. And midfield, Mateus Tonnen with number 5, alongside the highlight of last week, Paulo Henrique Lepetit with the number 7 jersey, and the new midfielder, Manuel Polchera, takes over with the number 15. Up front, the dangerous trio of Aruchuca with number 11, Luis Felipe Fernandez with number 10, and Jonathan Ignacio Obina with the number 19 jersey. On the bench, Isaac David, Sergio Yepes, Anthony Morales, Luis Sartor, Rafael Gross, Dylan Dagnod, and Enborigi Amaruch. Those are coaches João Garcia's boys for what could be a very important victory today for the Lions. All right, we get ready to get things going here. I want to bring up the standings. Seacoast United Phantoms still top the division with 22 points from 8 games played, Western Mass Pioneers, 18 points from 8 games. And Boston City FC with that third spot with only 15 points. 1 game ahead of the 4th place team, Black Rock with 13. And, of course, the team does have to keep an eye for Vermont Green that have only played 6 games and have those 10 points. Could end up overtaking Boston if they win those 2 games that they have on hand. Pathfinder, like I said, at the bottom of the standings, 5 games played, 5 losses. Has not been the start that Coach Longacre was looking for. And they'll look to change that today, but hopefully not against the Lions. Boston trying to get things rolling. After 2 consecutive away losses, the Lions have notched up 2 consecutive wins, looking to make it that 3rd and climb back up on top of the table before, of course, they face the Phantoms. 2 games could change everything in this table as the Lions try to get on top of the the Northeast Division of the Eastern Conference. We have a referees for today's game as well. We have referee John Luke as the lead ref. His assistants, Shave Lane and Nicola Vesia. Those will be the assistants for today's game. Let's hope they have a good game. We have seen some interesting called games for the Lions this season. A lot of yellow cards. Guilherme Silva ended up missing last week's games because of a red card at the end of the game against the Bolts. But hopefully Mr. Jean-Luc can keep tempers calm and we can have a good game of soccer with not a lot of cards and tempers flaring or any issues. Couple of minutes till the game starts. And like I said, a couple of changes for the lineups. Shouldn't change a lot of how the Lions play. A couple of defensive midfielders, Matos Tonin and Braga, have been having a good game covering for that defense. Manuel Polchera came on in the last game. Was very solid defensively. Hopefully he can keep that up. And help the Lions come to this win. The highlight of the team has to be Paulo Henrique Lepetit so far. A maestro, a mastermind in that center midfielder position. And, of course, scoring important goals. Scored twice last week. Let's hope he can keep that going and help Obina and Aruchuka out front to come out here with the 3 points. Wanted to take some time, of course, before we get things going, to thank our sponsors for tonight's event. Our loyal sponsors, starting with RE/MAX American Dream. Whether you are buying or selling a home or just curious about the local market, RE/MAX agents are dedicated to making your real estate experience memorable and enjoyable. Voted most trusted real estate agency brand by American shoppers based on the 2022 Brand Spark American Trust Study. RE/MAX American Dream. And, of course, Sega Auto Sales and Flip Rental Cars. Sega Auto Sales, Inc. provides you with the ultimate automobile buying experience. To learn more about the dealership and how we can help you with your next vehicle purchase or rental, please call us at 781-324-2334. We look forward to meeting you. Torcedores.com, torcedores.com. Access now, torcedores.com, and follow all soccer news from Brazil. Tavern in the Square. Tavern in the Square continually adapts to fit the community in which it is located, creating a fun and casual atmosphere that is enjoyable for everyone. Le Petit Enfants Montessori School, a brand new Montessori nursery program born to be committed with child-centered educational excellence. Open registration now, 617-959-7859. And, of course, Atrium Productions. The future is now. Do you need a space to record a podcast, TV commercial, live stream like this? A space to make photos and videos? Atrium Production. Access our website and know more. atriumadvertising.com. Atrium Productions. The future is now. And Red 9. Our great sponsor there, making those beautiful jerseys you see across your screen. Red 9. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes before the start of the game, teams are making their final adjustments as we get ready for some great Boston City FC action. Again, a big change to this lineup, I think, was the movement of Aruchuk. I was joking with Coach Garcia late last week before the Boston Bolts game. I said, Chuka's wearing the number 11 jersey. Curious. And he said, yeah, that's because he's playing out front. And I gave him a look. He said, yeah, you thought I was crazy, huh? And I did. Not normally you see a central defender, a very good central defender, was a highlight of those first couple of games we played up in Lawrence, get moved up to a winger position. But it's made a difference here as Chuka's physicality and speed have been a nightmare for opposing defenders. Needs to work a little bit on that striking. We've seen a couple of opportunities that he had late in the games in the last 2 weeks and that he squandered. Did score a goal against the Bolts, the second goal of the game, but has been a terror for defenders. And, of course, Paulo Henrique Le Petit, whom has been incredible these last couple of games. Easily the highlight of last week with his performances. Want to take a second, of course, to thank everyone tuning in at home, tuning in through YouTube for our broadcast. I will try to get the comments from everyone as the game goes on and share it with us. We love to have you guys participating with us. So send us your message, whether it's positive or negative. We love sharing them here live. So we see here Alessandro Prates, Bora Bora Nicolas, Sandra Carrera. I remember Mrs. Carrera, Paulo Henrique Le Petit's mom. So thank you for watching with us. Marcelo Marquez, ORTOBC. Everyone there cheering for Boston, cheering for Le Petit. As we see the players walk onto the pitch one last time. And we get ready for our national anthem. And everything's ready to get the ball rolling. So let's take a minute as we get ready and listen to that national anthem here at Brother Gilbert Stadium. Yeah, the anthem is playing. Unfortunately, we can't share it, but moment of silence for the American national anthem. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. National anthem played. Players shake hands. We get started as we get things going here in Malden. Hopefully a great game of soccer and can call it over you guys. Again, thank you for staying tuned with us. Want to take some time, of course. You see here on your bottom of your screen, Coach Roberto Mazzinghi, who's been with us since the beginning. Coach Mazzinghi there, the assistant of Coach Garcia, doing an excellent job as always. And just an all-around good guy. There we go. Coach Jean-Luc doing the heads or tails to see who will start with possession. And it looks like it'll be Pathfinder ball. Ben Manugian there shaking hands with Joseph Dolan, the captain for Pathfinders. And there we go. Everything's ready to go. All we need there was the initial whistle as the players there doing one final huddle. A little bit of motivation. Players getting ready to get things going. And hopefully a Boston City FC win, and I'll be able to call it here with you guys. Reminder, with a win here today, Boston will tie Western Mass Pioneers with 18 points. If Western Mass Pioneers lose their game, Boston will, most likely not overcome the team because the goal differential is pretty big, but we'll be right there, and then it'll be all up to the home game when Western Mass Pioneers comes here to Boston for Boston to make that difference. Everything's ready to go. Joseph Dolan will get things started for Pathfinders. Referee checks his watch one more time, blows the whistle, and here we go. Time to get things rolling for Boston City FC and Pathfinders FC. As Pathfinders get things going. Timbo Sanfelice getting it out wide, trying to clear it forward. Couple of nice passes there. Polchera, his first touch is a bad one. Drops it over to John Forbes, who tries to build it out on their offense and loses it. And Guilherme Silva is there to play ball. And another mistimed start up there. Possession of Pathfinders, takes a shot. Not enough behind that one. And it goes harmlessly off to the side for a goal kick for the Lions. Nick Zarder just watches it go out for a goal kick. And that was a couple of dangerous plays there. Both Polchera and Guilherme Silva making a mistake, uncharacteristic mistake by Guilherme Silva, but no harm to the Lions so far. Manugan turns things over to Guilherme Silva, showing off his class there, stopping it with his chest. The Lions trying to build out from defense again. Kevin Herrera, the excellent fullback. Polchera. Gives it backwards. Luis Felipe goes to the ground, and that's a free kick for the Lions. Ben Manugan. Now, just a correction there. It looks like there's a change in the lineup. Number 12 is actually Dylan Dagnall, who's playing, not Manuel Polchera. So there was a change to the lineup there, last-minute change. Dylan Dagnall's actually the starter with number 12 jersey. And here comes Le Petit, trying to go for the early cross. Explodes off the back of the defender and goes out for a throw-in. Here comes Tannen. Herrera loses it. Guilherme Silva's there to fix it. Herrera again. Gives it back to the former Orlando City player, Timbo Sanfelice. Le Petit. Manugan. That's Dignot, actually. Dylan Dignot. Ball goes out wide again. Herrera looks for the cross. Looks for somebody in the box. Okay, so a correction here. They changed jerseys. In a second. Let's go. Paul Henrique Le Petit. Crosses it forward. Looking for a player. An oncoming run by Herrera. But the goalkeeper, Carl Vernet's there to make the save. All right, so a little bit of confusion here with our lineups. It is Manuel Polchera, but he's playing with number 12 and not the number 15 jersey. So little confusion there with the jersey swap, but it is Polchera who's starting at defensive midfield. Luis Felipe Fernandez gets through one player, tries to get through two. But a clearance for Pathfinder. Le Petit, little touch, finds Ado Chuca. Chuca Herrera crosses into the box looking for Obina. Drops to Luis Felipe and it's in! Goal! Boston City FC! Luis Felipe Fernandez opens up the scoreboard with a beautiful volley from just inside the box. An excellent play by the Lions. 3 minutes played, 1 goal in the scoreboard, and it's Boston City FC who get the ball rolling. Excellent play out wide by the Lions. And the cross, and here comes Pathfinder's nice long through ball. Finds John Forbes out wide behind the defense. He can't take advantage of it. The ball's dropped. A long shot. Nearly catching Big Nick Zardo by surprise, but he drops and makes the save. As Pathfinder FC trying to answer quickly. And we get another look at the goal here. Or the celebration there by Luis Felipe Fernandez. Put up the little heart. Love that goal. Beautiful goal. And we'll try to get another angle of it in a couple of minutes. As Guilherme Silva builds it out from defense. Le Petit finds it out wide again. Tangles himself up with the ball. Looks for the cross. Looking for Obina. Obina has it. Trosses it. It impacts off the defender. Nope, it did no touch to the defender. It goes out for a goal kick. Culver net. Oh, there's the pressure. Cleared by Mali. Looking for a player out wide. It's Oscar. He was in position. Looking for support. Pedals. Goes out wide. Looks for a shot. Trying to catch. Oh, nearly. Anticipation by John Forbes. It looked like an easy shot for Nick Zardo, who waited for it. And John Forbes, number 3 jersey, got in front of it. Nearly causing some trouble there for the Lions defense. But still 1-0 in the scoreboard for City. Le Petit, nice. Clears it out wide. Finds his fullback, Herrera. Herrera gives it right back. Timbo Sanfelice. Trying to find Le Petit there. The challenge by Mongandindo. Mongandindo wins it. A big, tall player. It's going to be a challenge there. Le Petit, another strong player in midfield. That's a challenge for us to look out for, as Mongandindo won that one, and we haven't seen that a lot in the last week or so. Here comes a 40. The quick fullback. Boston now posted all on defense, trying to attract Pathfinder to get out their defense as we get a look at that goal. Nope. Here comes Pathfinders. Missed time there. Nice anticipation by Luis Felipe. But Ofori is going to get the best of it. Puts it forward. Gets through everyone. Manukin's trying to get it. The cross goes in. Finds a player in the box. The defense clears it. Here's Herrera again out wide. Tannen dropped it to him in a dangerous position, but he used all his speed. Looking for Chuka. Intercepted, but gifted. I think that went out. Out of bounds. Throw in for the Lions. Thanking everybody at home. CL Playgamer, Guilherme Colombo, Jonathan Barbosa, Alessandro Partes, Leonardo Mognon. Thank you, everyone watching at home and sending us your chats here through YouTube. Here comes the Lions. Valuing possession there. Inside their own defense, lots of skillful players on defense. Guilherme Silva. Le Petit tries a little cheeky play, wins it, gets it over the player, and passes to Tannen with a header. Herrera out wide again. Timbo. Manugan. Challenge there. Exaucé Mongandingo with the number 15 jersey. Very active player in these first 10 minutes. Dangerous man for Pathfinders. Boss is going to have to keep an eye out for him. Ofari gives it back. Paulo Henrique Le Petit was challenging him. The goalkeeper tries to get it forward. And, there's a heavy challenge there. And that's a free kick for Boston. That was, I believe, the number 4 player, Joseph Dolan, who went low in that high challenge, dropping the Lions player. And the referee's going to have some words with him. Tell him to calm down. Take a breath. Let's keep things civil here. Guilherme Silva again, the former defensive midfielder, found his place here at central defense. Had a good game until that red card against the Bolts. And he's back. Johnny Zamora suffered that injury last week. Couldn't finish the game and is not on the bench today. Here's Chuka again. There we go. Let's see that speed. This time he doesn't get the best of his opponent. Still Boston ball. Chuka pivots, tries to turn, loses it. Pathfinder's trying to build a counter. Poor pass there. Tonan's going to get it. Quick pass by Le Petit. Polchera, Luis Felipe. Cuts the player. Trying to save possession. Loses it, but it's still Boston ball. Le Petit. Nice little like Zidane-style twist there. Gets through the second player. Crosses it into the box. Looks for Chuka. Chuka can't quite get behind that one. And it bounces out for a goal kick. Nice little spin move there by Paulo Henrique Le Petit. Reminding me of the Frenchman, the great Zidane. Used to do that a lot. Nearly finding his winger on the opposing side there with a header. And here comes that winger, Chuka, trying to get pressed to the defender. Can't. Pathfinder ball. The player goes down. I think that was Ofori who went down. Oh, no, this is Ofori right here. And here we see that goal. Chuka using that pivot. Drops it to Herrera with a beautiful cross. He looked for Obino. Obino couldn't quite get behind it. And we see the skillful shot of Luis Felipe. Hits it with the tip of his toes there in that volley. And puts it in the back of the net for our goal of the game so far. Putting the Lions up 1-0 on Pathfinders. Here comes Herrera. Kevin Herrera. There gets the contact. Goes down. It's a free kick called by Jean-Luc. Free kick for the Lions. Guilherme Silva looking for somebody to play it to. Gives it short to Tannen. Back and forth affair here. And it's Dennis Koch there with the number 8 jersey. Pressuring in midfield. Winning possession. Forcing the error there. And Pathfinder FC has it. Koch. Joseph Dolan. Ofori. Patient build up here for Pathfinders. Long pass forward. Still Pathfinder ball. Dolan out wide. Challenger Luis Felipe. Turns it over to Koch. With the number 8 jersey. Gives it out wide. Pathfinder trying to find the space. Let's see what they can come up with. Chuka's there on coverage. Taps it. It hits the Pathfinder player before it goes out. And throw in for the Lions. Herrera taking a space. Gives it short to Le Petit. Le Petit protects it well. Turns it over all the way to the other side. Looking for Luis Felipe. Does. Luis Felipe waited a little bit too much for it. And the ball dropped to Miguel Carranza. But couldn't quite take advantage of the mistake there. And Boston takes possession once again. Turns it over to the other side. These long crosses inside the defensive pitch could lead to trouble. But cold-blooded by the defenders. And another error in the build-up. Drops to Pathfinders. Can't quite do anything with it, and it's Boston City ball. Le Petit gifts it forward. Looking for Luis Felipe on the run. Ofori was there to intercept it and gives it right back to the goalkeeper. Long passes on both sides. As both teams struggling to find space here in these first 15 minutes of the first half. Pathfinder ball again. Ofori. Carranza's asking for it. Mistake by Ofori. Le Petit tries to get the goalkeeper out of position. A long shot. But it goes out for a goal kick. Le Petit trying to score the goal that Pelé couldn't from midfield. A little bit too much behind that one. 15 minutes played in the first half. Taking a moment to thank our sponsors right after we see that. Saw the goalkeeper out of position. Nearly scored a golazo here. Paulo Henrique Le Petit. A little bit too much before that. Nearly is being a little too nice to Le Petit. Remax American Dreams. Whether you're buying or selling a home or just curious about the local markets, Remax agents are dedicated to making your real estate experience memorable and enjoyable. Remax American Dream. Thank you to Remax. We'll go through our sponsors shortly after this throw-in. Throw it into the box. Looking for Obina. Le Petit's just going to protect it. Manugin's there. Still trying to hold possession for the Lions. Manugin. Le Petit loses it there and pushes the player down for a free kick. That was actually number 12, Manuel Polchera, who made that free kick. Rounding out our sponsors with Sega Auto Sales and Flip Rental Cars. Sega Auto Sales, Inc. provides you with a unique automobile buying experience. To learn more about our dealership and how we can help you with your next vehicle purchase or rental, please call us at 781-324-2334. We look forward to hearing from you. Sega Auto Sales. Here comes Pathfinders. Trying to build out from the defense. Drops the ball. Drops the ball back to defense. A little lull in play here. Again, we thanked Sega Auto Sales. We thanked Remax American Dreams. Let's thank Torcedores.com. Access now, Torcedores.com. And follow all soccer news from Brazil. Tavern in the Square. Tavern in the Square continually adapts to fit the community in which it is located, creating a fun, casual atmosphere that is enjoyable for everyone. Le Petit Enfants Montessori School, a brand new Montessori nursery program born to be committed with child-centered educational excellence. Open registration now, 617-959-7859. And, of course, Atrium Productions. The future is now. Do you need space to record a podcast, TV commercial, live stream like this? A space to make photos and videos? Atrium Productions. Access our website and know more. atriumadvertising.com. And, of course, Red 9. As we see there, a foul on Le Petit, whom was getting a little bit of attention there, but he seemed like everything's okay with him. This play goes on, and here comes Boston once again. Out wide, Herrera looking for someone to pass it to. He hits it right off the defender and wins a corner kick for the Lions. First corner of the game for Boston. Le Petit's walking up. He's the set piece man. Let's see if we can find anybody out wide. Out in the box. Little taken short. Try to work out a practice set piece there. Nothing to it. And it's goal kick for Pathfinders. 17 minutes played, 18 minutes played just about in this first half. A good game so far. Both teams really well placed on defense. Forcing errors, but so far the only team able to capitalize were the Lions with that Luis Felipe goal. And we can see the Lions trying to build here on defense, fighting for possession, winning it. Here comes Tannen. Obina dropping back to midfield to help the build-up. Luis Felipe. Here comes the number 10, the goal scorer. Stops it. Retreats it all the way back to defense as the Lions build again. Tannen. Guilherme Silva. Builds it out wide. Herrera crosses it. Looks for someone in the box. Finds Obina. Heads it downwards. Nearly catching Carl Vernet there. Couldn't quite get it the way he wanted to. And it's a throw-in for Pathfinder. Dangerous play out there. Always over on that right-hand side with Kevin Herrera. Clearly the avenue's there for the Lions. And they seem to be getting the best at those aerial plays. Just need a little bit more touch. Sharpen those crosses a little bit more, and we can see more goals here tonight. And here comes Luis Felipe again. Building outside on the left-hand side, looking for that cross, looking for Obina or Chuka. It drops onto the defenders. Obina didn't give up. Ball goes up, or Chuka didn't give up. There's Obina. Paulo Henrique. Matheus Tannen looking for that overlapping fullback. Put a little bit too much, way too much under it, and it goes out for a goal kick. Again, thank you everyone watching at home. Roberta Fernandez, Leonardo Moñon, Jonathan Barbosa, Mateus Granco, Tadeusz Turek, Petagay Lewis, Chuka, we love you, Boston Strong, the great Aru Chuka, one of my favorites as well on this team. Here comes Paulo Henrique, Guilherme Silva, looking for that long pass forward. Looking for Chuka. Chuka's going to fight it. It's what he does best. Wins it. Little pass to Herrera. Comes out with the speed. Looking for that cross. Low cross. Intercepted. Chuka's there again to win it. There's a pull there. He goes down. Referee sees nothing. A clear jersey pull. Referee doesn't call it. Still Boston ball. And chaos ensues as Pathfinder FC finds himself on a corner, on a counter. Here comes Oscar Rodriziola. Looking for a teammate. Can't get there. Good anticipation by the Boston defense. Who cleared the danger? Obina again dropping all the way to midfield to try to build up play. But he keeps having a hard time completing those passes. And it's Pathfinder ball. Timbo. Tannen. Paulo Henrique, Le Petit asks for it. Le Petit gets it. Tries that long pass over. Trying to find Chuka on the run. Too much behind that one. And it goes out. It goes out for a goal kick. I mean, not for a goal kick. But the goalkeeper has it. Ofori. Boston City ball again. Le Petit. Clear little, skillful little pass there. Finds Obina. Paulo Henrique looked like he wanted the run. Didn't get the pass. There we have it. Polchera. Chuka. Chuka. What will he do with it? Gives it out wide. Looks for the cross. Nice challenge there by Mali. Puts it out for another Boston City corner. Corner kick for the Lions. There we go. Nice angle there from our camera crew to get all of this play. Le Petit crosses it into the box. The header goes in. What a save of Carl Vernet. It looked like it was Timbo Sanfelice there who got on top of everyone, headed it towards the goalie. Carl Vernet with a diving save and a corner on the opposite side for the Lions. Paulo Henrique Le Petit. Here he goes, going to take the corner. Crosses it in the box. First post. Right on the near post there, finding Obina, who couldn't misdirect it over to the goal. And it's goal kick, Pathfinder FC. And there we see that corner again. It was either Guilherme Silva or Timbo. I think it was Timbo. It was Guilherme Silva there with a beautiful header, forcing an excellent save by Carl Vernet, keeping the score 1-0 Lions, keeping Pathfinder alive. Here come the Lions again. Guilherme Silva, showing off all his skills. Looking for the pass out wide. Not too skillful there. Couldn't find Herrera. And his throw win Pathfinders. Leandro Piel at home. Came in a little late, but welcome. Roberta Fernandez looking for that second Luis Felipe goal. Daniela Cunha Lima Canoas. Tem Canoas, Brazil, watching at home. Bem-vinda, Daniela. Bora, Boston. Dessa Soares. Go, Boston. Thiago Lira. Bora. Preciso dessa vitória. He needs that win. Thiago Lira cheering for the Lions here at Boston City TV. And here comes Pathfinders again. And there is Joseph Dolan building out midfield. He gives it wide. Looking for Mongandindo. Can't get past the Boston blockade there. It has to retreat it all the way to his defense. Ofori finds Carranza. Nice cross. Looking for the player. Drops into the middle of the pitch. Still dangerous. Here comes Pathfinders. Carranza has it out wide again. He got the cross, and he was all the way in midfield to get the rebound there. And a dangerous cross there. Oscar Odriozola had a chance, but couldn't connect. That is a good Pathfinder FC play here in Malden. There's Odriozola again. Odriozola goes down. Referee sees a free kick there. Illegal play by the Lions, and Miguel Carranza is going to take it. Not a lot of players heading to the center of the pitch, the center of the box. Pathfinder, very well structured on midfield there. We're not sending a lot of men forward. Here we go. Now everybody's going forward. Populating the box. John Forbes there going crazy. Looks like it's a worked out set piece, and it's a terribly worked out set piece. John Forbes, not enough mustard on that one. And it's well short of any of the Pathfinder players making the run in the far post. He put it in the near post. Here comes the sequence of the play. Forbes, mistake by the goalie, and it's in! Goal! Joseph Dolan with the number 4 jersey. A bizarre goal for Pathfinder FC as they tie things up here at Brother Gilbert Stadium. A long cross from midfield. I'm not sure who we're giving that goal to. I think it's going to be Dolan. But a strange goal. A mistake, an uncharacteristic mistake by Nick Zardo. Looks like he mistimed that one. And Dolan, Joseph Dolan, was there to put it into the back of the net. As we see here, the ball bounced. Defense stopped for some reason. Nick Zardo didn't go for it. The defenders didn't go for it. I don't know if they were asking for an offside there. But Pathfinder ties things up. Here comes the Lions trying to get back on the lead with Obina. Le Petit has it out wide. He's going to give it to Tannen. Le Petit stops it, turns around, looks for Herrera out wide. Finds his fullback. Mogandingo's on top of him. He's going to put it to Polchera. Polchera. Manugin. Here comes Guilherme. So the defenders all the way in the opponent's side of the pitch as the Lions push forward, trying to get back on the lead. Le Petit puts it forward. There's the play. It looks like Le Petit was trying to get behind that one, and it's going to be another corner. Corner for the Lions. Everyone in the box, including Le Petit. Normally he takes these. Everybody in the box looking for that header. Ball comes to the near post. Cut off by the Pathfinder defense. It drops right back to Tannen, who goes for a shot. It explodes off the defender, who goes down hard. Not sure if that was the ball hitting him or the Boston players' just cleats as they came down from the kick. But the referee saw something there, so it was the cleats. Little studs there being shown as a Pathfinder player goes down. And the Lions find themselves level here in these first half. 30 minutes played. Let's take the time to think. We're sponsors for today's event. starting with RE/MAX American Dream. Whether you're buying or selling a home or just curious about the local market, RE/MAX agents are dedicated to making your real estate experience memorable and enjoyable. Voted most trusted real estate agency brand by American shoppers based on the 2022 BrandSpark American Trust Study. Sega Auto Sales and Flip Rental Cars. Sega Auto Sales Inc. provides you with the ultimate automobile buying experience. To learn more about our dealership and how we can help you with your next vehicle purchase or rental, please call us at 781-324-2334. We look forward to meeting you. Torcedores.com. Access now, torcedores.com, and follow all soccer news from Brazil. Torcedores.com. Tavern in the Square. Tavern in the Square continually adapts to fit the community in which it is located, creating a fun and casual atmosphere that is enjoyable for everyone. Le Petit Enfants Montessori School, a brand new Montessori nursery program born to be committed with child-centered educational excellence. Open registration now. And of course, Atrium Productions. The future is now. Here comes the Lions. Chuka trying to build out wide. There's a touch, and it goes out for a throw-in, for a corner kick. Do you need space to record a podcast, TV commercial, or a live stream? Make photos or videos. Atrium Production. Access our website now, atriumadvertising.com. And Red 9, our beautiful jersey makers, Red 9. Here comes the corner. Boston takes it out short. Varnett's there to get it. He's looking for somebody to build the counter. Couldn't find room. Complains, holds it. And he'll take his time. Interesting first half here. Seems like the Lions had it under control, scored early. But a mistake there, a defensive nap, allowed Pathfinders to find the equalizer. And here comes this Lions defense again. Nick Zardo, pressured by Dolan. Gives it out wide. Nice play there by the goalkeeper. Finding Herrera, who makes a mistake. And Ofori has it for the Pathfinder. Trying to build out wide. Can't. Boston ball. Long hit forward. Looking for Obina. Finds it. Here comes Jonathan Inacio Obina out wide. Oh, no. Stumbles with it. The star strikers makes a big mistake there. And it goes out for a throw-in. Munhaçu, Boston City, Brazil. Go Boston. Leandro Pilhel. Kelvin Diamod, Ângela Garcia, Maromba Pretinho. Mande um salve para Brasília, Distrito Federal. Salve Brasília, salve Distrito Federal. Peterson XL, Jonathan Barbosa, Pedro D, Alessandro Prates, and Dana Madison. Go Chuka, go Chuka. I'm with you, Dana. Here comes the Lions again. Back on their defensive side of the pitch with Guilherme Silva. Finds Chuka out wide. Herrera makes the run this time. Chuka's going to hold it. Feels the pressure. Passes it to the middle. Finds Pochera, who can't get through the defense. And the ball drops back down to John Forbes. Nice play there by Dil Dolan. Gives it out wide. Trying to find a number 11 player. Timbo Sanfelice is there to clear it. Ofori wins it. It drops back down to David Penafiel, wins it, crosses it into the box. This time there was nobody there. And Nick Zardo goes and grabs it safely, easily, holding things square here at Brother Gilbert Stadium. As the Lions seem to settle in after taking that equalizer. And Pathfinder FC, a dangerous team here despite their position on the table, showing they are not going to roll over for the home team. A pass forward there. It looked like Paulo Henrique Le Petit was trying to get through the player. There was a late challenge there. He goes down, extended on the pitch. The referee sees it and calls it. And that was Polchera, actually, who went down hard. And it looks like a booking here. It looks like, was it number 11? David Penafiel. Couldn't quite see who hit him there. I think it was Penafiel with the number 11 jersey. We see that booking there on your screen. As the Lions have a dangerous set piece with Paulo Henrique, Le Petit getting ready to take it. Let's see what he'll do with this one. This could be a worked set piece. Could be players making a run. Looking to push that in. It's a cross. Looking for Obina in the box. Couldn't find anyone. The clearance was poor there for Pathfinder. The drop ball to Timbo Sanfelice there. That was Ben Manugian. Stumbled with it. But no harm, no foul. Still play goes on. Throw in for Pathfinders. Here we go. Pathfinder have it again on defense. Ofori has it again. Gets it out wide. Hits it forward. Nobody there making a run. And the ball goes harmlessly to Nick Zardo. Luzia Angela Trivlin cheering for big Nick Zardo there. Leandro Piel. Pablo Emilia from Rondônia. More people from Brazil here representing the Lions. And Maromba there cheering for the Pioneers. You're a Pioneers fan. Thank you for the audience. Hopefully we'll let you go home sad today, my friend. And just a correction here, or some information for everyone watching at home. Boston City FC defending on the right-hand side of the screen with the white jerseys and the blue shorts. Pathfinder in the all black. The Lions, Boston de branco, Pathfinders de preto. Here comes Pathfinder again with the All Blacks. Reminding me of the New Zealand rugby team with this uniform. But it's not rugby, it's soccer. And here comes the Lions. Obina gives it out wide to Herrera. Looking for the cross into the box. He pedals, tries to get through the players. It bounces off a couple of defenders. And the clearance is completed for Pathfinder. Guilherme Silva. The defender pushes forward again. Interesting strategy there. When Guilherme pushes forward, Matheus Tannen drops on the back to the central defensive position to cover him. Very well trained, very well structured, this Boston City defense. As the play goes on here, with only 9 minutes left in this first half. Here he comes again, Matheus Tannen. Throwing it out wide. Luis Felipe, the goal scorer, has it. Looks for the cross. It blows up on Forbes and goes out for a throw-in. Pressuring home team. Here comes Luis Felipe. Crosses it into the box. Finds Chuka. Can't quite get enough behind it. Ball drops back down to Manugian. The fullback's going to let it go out. The captain gives it to Le Petit. Paulo Henrique crosses it. Looking for an Albina run. Well played by the defense. Clears it forward. Chuka wins it. Obina's going to challenge the goalkeeper. He gets it. It's going to go in. It's a goal. And no. Referee calls foul as Obina challenged the goalkeeper there. He went down hard, but the referee did not see. Did he call? Is that a goal? I'm confused. Is he calling it a goal? He let it go. It's a goal! Goal! Boston City FC. Jonathan Obina pushes it into the back of the net to put the Lions back up again. I think the players were more worried about Obina, who went down hard, and not a lot of celebration there. I thought the referee had called a free kick. He didn't. So the goal was allowed as Boston City FC puts themselves back up on the scoreboard, 2-1 on top of Pathfinders. And Pathfinder possession again, a challenge there and a free kick for the away team. And a couple of strange goals here. I admit I was not sure what the ref had called. I thought he called the free kick, but no, he let it go. And Albina, who challenged the goalkeeper there on that cross. There we see it. Chuka headed it forward. Obina went to challenge the goalkeeper. There was contact between the two of them, but Obina got there first and put it into the back of the net for a Boston City FC goal. Boston 2, Pathfinder FC 1. Pathfinder still not laying down for this one, trying to find themselves back on equal footing with the Lions. Here comes Penafiel again. Crosses it forward, looking for Dolan out wide. The header! That's Foles. John Forbes with the header. Not a lot of direction behind that one, as he puts it out for a Lions goal kick. 39 minutes played. An entertaining first half here at Brother Gilbert Stadium, as the Lions find themselves with a temporary win, which would be their third consecutive win of the season. And so far, it's working out for the Lions. San Felice, Nick Zardo, and Ben Manugian, their pressure there. Dangerous play out of defense, but it worked out. And there is Ofori retreating it back to Carl Burnett. The defense tries to build out again. Ofori's in the middle asking for it. Will he get it? He does. The Lions dropping everybody but Le Petit and Obina into the defensive side of the pitch. But here's Luis Felipe. Tonnen, Petit, Le Petit tried a 1-2 pass with Polchera. Couldn't. Le Petit, this time he loses it. Ofori goes down. I didn't see a lot of contact by Luis Felipe there, but it was enough for the ref to call a free kick. Quickly taken as the Pathfinders move on. Dolan. Long pass forward. And the ball. Benjamin Ofori. There's a correction there. Not Penafiel. It was Benjamin Ofori with the 16 that got that yellow card. That ended up resulting in the Lions goal, actually. A couple of back and forth there before the pass to the goal. But Benjamin Ofori is the booked player for Pathfinder, not Penafiel. Correction there by our production. Corner taken by Pathfinder. Big Nick Zardo goes higher than everyone to the 12th floor and keeps it. As the Lions trying to build a counter, Herrera gets all tangled up with it, loses it. Pathfinder ball, big mistake by the fullback. Here comes Dolan. Carranza. Ofori makes the run. He goes out wide looking for his player. Ofori is trying to get there, and Guilherme Silva's there to clear it. That was Mongandingo in the box, trying to head it towards the center of the box towards Ofori. Nice defensive play by Guilherme Silva, but it's still Pathfinder ball. It's still Pathfinder. John Forbes. David Penafiel. The Lions build everybody on their defense side of the pitch. Enormous blockade here. Not allowing Pathfinders to build up any play through the center of the pitch. And they're having to resort to these long passes here, trying to find the overlapping runner. Boston ball. Chuka has it. Gives it to the middle. Le Petit. Look at the skill of Le Petit. It's Chuka again. Le Petit looks for a cross forward. He's looking for Luis Felipe in the opposing side. Finds it. Luis Felipe struggles with it. And it goes out for a throw-in. Throw-in for Pathfinders. Scott Tizzy. Jonathan Barbosa, Yannick Gomez, Gelson Nascimento, Gabriel Costa, and Wesley Gama. Everyone watching at home, thank you for tuning in to Boston City FC TV for Boston City action tonight, as Boston City takes on Pathfinder FC for the Northeast Division of the Eastern Conference of USL 2. Here comes Tonnen. 43 minutes played in this first half. Still enough time for us to see some more action, some more goals before the referee blows the whistle. Manugian, nice little cut there by Manugian. This time not as much. He loses possession. It could be dangerous. Here comes Forbes. Forbes loses it again. And there's Paulo Henrique Lepetit and Ben Manugian not looking for that error again. Fixing the mistake by Manugian. And it's still 2-1 Boston. There's the captain, Timbo Sanfelice. Gives it to his defensive partner, Guilherme Silva. Guilherme Silva playing at central defense. Here's Luis Felipe again, out wide. Luis Felipe, good game by Luis Felipe. One of his best this season, if not his best. So far, at least. Le Petit, skillful cross out wide, looking for Herrera. He finds it. Chuka has it. Chuka can't quite stop it. Ball goes to the back. He's going to pressure the goalkeeper, forcing the error, and Polchera's going to take it. Tonnen, Polchera, Le Petit. The triangle there at center midfield. Retreats it to Guilherme Silva. And Le Petit has it again. Paulo Henrique Le Petit tried to get that little one-touch pass there. Loses it. Forbes. Dolan Forbes. It's Odriozola. Oscar goes into the wide net. He's looking for Forbes with that run in. It's a throw cross. It's in and it's in. Goal! John Forbes. His second goal of the game. Very similar to the first one. The well-positioned poacher. Oscar Odriozola took it out wide. Looks for that cross. And John Forbes, he doesn't have the height, but he's got the skill. He's got the positioning. He's got the speed. Anticipates the defense and puts it into the back of the net to tie things up once again. In the closing minutes of this first half, Boston City FC 2, Pathfinder FC 2 as well. We're all equal here in Malden. As Boston City finds themselves on the back foot again. And what has not been a good defensive game by the duel there. Guilherme Silva and Timbo Sanfelice. Not able to track John Forbes, the speedster. But here comes the Lions. They want to finish the first 45 minutes ahead. Jonathan Obina there looking for the challenge. Gets it. And it goes out. And it's a corner. As we come to the final minute of stoppage time here. And it's a corner for the Lions. Here comes the cross. Everybody in the box. Paulo Henrique gets it. Heads it. Low header. Forcing a good save by Carl Vernet. Who goes down and holds it. As a referee blows the whistle. For the end of the first half. What a first half here, ladies and gentlemen. 4 goals, 2 aside. A great, entertaining game here. If not, led by a couple of errors there. But a good game here for everyone watching at home. So far, Boston City FC 2, Pathfinder FC also 2. You see our sponsors running down there on your screen. As we're going to go for a short commercial break. And we will be back for the second half of action here in Malden. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Chega aos seus. São mais de 25 anos de bons serviços e qualidade. Oficina própria para melhor lhe atender. Compra e venda de veículos novos e seminovos com garantia. Todos os nossos veículos passam por uma revisão minuciosa para que tudo esteja em ordem na hora da compra. Contamos também com serviço de guincho para aqueles momentos inesperados. Venha até a Sega Autosales e fale conosco. 449 Ferry Street em Malden. 781-324-2334. Sega Autosales.
Luiz, jogo apertado, o Boss saiu na frente 2 vezes, você deu um empate. Como é que foi esse primeiro tempo?
Primeiro tempo muito aguerrido ali no meio campo, a gente tá controlando o jogo. Fizemos 2, mas com 2 bobeiras aí, acabamos tomando o gol. Vamos ficar atrás do placar aí, pra gente sair daqui com a vitória, que o jogo é importante.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of action of Boston City FC, Pathfinder FC. So far, 2-2, all equal here on the scoreboard as we look forward to another exciting 45 minutes of action. You saw a couple of plays there, highlights of the first half on your screen. As everybody watching at home, thank you for staying with us for our commercial break. As we get ready, let's see. It looks like we have substitutions here, especially on the Lions. And I'll be waiting to confirm those with you. And what has been a very exciting game so far. A substitution looks like it's for the Pathfinder FC, as Anthony Morales is coming on with number 14 jersey. And we wait to confirm who came off for Morales. As we see on your board there, number 15, 14, Yeli Cantambanduono, who's coming on for Mongandindo. Surprising. I thought Mongandindo had an excellent first half. Looks like Coach Longater did not agree with me, unless it was something physical. Whistle is blown. Ball is rolling for the final 45 minutes here of action here in Malden, as Boston try to make it 3 consecutive wins and Pathfinder search for their first win of the season. A challenge there. Looks like Pathfinder stop asking for a free kick. Nothing to it. Here comes Chuka. Gets in the box. Looks for the cross. It's a touch and it's in! Goal! Jonathan Inácio Obina! 36 seconds is all it took for the Lions to find themselves ahead of the scoreboard once again, as Chuka goes out wide, crosses a low cross into the box. Nice little play there with Herrera and Chuka. And the target man, the star striker, is there. And he only has the trouble of pushing it into the back of the net. And put the Lions ahead once again. Obina é melhor que Eto'o. Obina is better than Eto'o. The old Flamengo chant for a different Obina. But Jonathan Obina does not mind the comparison as he puts the Lions up 3-2 here at Brother Gilbert Stadium. Excellent play. 36 seconds. Didn't even give us time to warm up. As Pathfinder's players, they're complaining for a free kick. There's a player that went down on the challenge. The referee didn't see it. It was right in front of him. Play went on, and the Lions find themselves up again. And an excellent game here. An exciting game. 5 goals scored so far here in Malden. So far, Boston FC 3, Pathfinder FC 2. And the Lion roars again, as Pathfinders try to find themselves on equal footing again, trying to play from behind. They've done it twice. Can they do it again? Only time will tell. And a long clearance there, gifting possession right back to the Lions, as Timbo Sanfelice cuts it right in front of Oscar and gives it forward to the Lions. Chuka, a little push there. Referee sees it and calls it this time, as Chuka pushed the player from behind. Just a little tug, just a little push, but enough to displace the defender. The referee saw and called it. And Boston finds themselves ahead. Here comes Pathfinders again. It's number 19. Kharkirat Mali building out wide. Oscar tries to get through 2 players. There's a challenge there by Chuka. He goes down hard. Referee doesn't see anything wrong with it, And play goes on, but it's throw-in Pathfinders. Mali's going to take it. Harkarat Mali. Oscar hits it forward for the incoming Yeli Cantabanduono. The substitute trying to make his impact. Trying to make his presence felt here against the Lions. Le Petit Herrera. Donnan. For you just joining us at home, the Boston City FC has found themselves in the lead 3 times in this game, and Pathfinders come equalizing twice. But right now it's a Boston lead. Boston playing with the white jersey and the blue shorts. The Pathfinders in the all black with the white sleeves. As another free kick is called here in favor of the visiting team. First half ended 2-2 for those sending messages here via chat. Again, we thank you for the audience. Stay tuned. A lot of action still to be played here at Brother Gilbert Stadium. As the play stopped there, not sure what's going on. It looks like a substitution. Nope. Manuel Polchera there, the 15, gets a yellow card. There's a referee, Jean-Luc. Play goes on. Here comes the super sub trying to make his impact, trying to make his presence felt. Pathfinders have it. Poor clearance there. Ball goes all the way back to the defender, to the goalkeeper. From Benjamin Ofori. The Lions, high pressure, forcing that error, trying to force that error on defense. Ofori. Mali. Tries to keep it in, does so. Catambuano getting there. There's a goal. John Forbes this time takes a little chip shot over by Le Petit, but he wins it back. The dangerous John Forbes there, being a nightmare so far for the Lions. As Pathfinders pressure the defensive buildup from the Lions. Oscar Odriozola all over the Boston defenders. But this time, they win it. Here comes the Lions. Timbo, Tonnen. Mistake there by Tonnen. Yeli Catanduoro has it. Late challenge there. Tonnen went down hard, and Yeli Catanduono will get booked for this one. It could have been a very costly mistake by Mateus Tonnen, but Yeli Catanduono couldn't take advantage of it. Ended up showing up a little too late, leaving his cleats and dropping the Boston City midfielder hard. And the player went down. Seems like everything's okay with Tonnen, but it's another booking for the visitors. As Yele Catanduono leaves his name and the stat sheet, but not the way he wanted, with a booking. Throw in Pathfinders. Catanduono, Le Petit, Coke, Catanduono. Wins past 2 players, tries to get ahead. Tonnen leaves his body in front of him. The referee calls a foul there, an interesting call there by the ref, but free kick Pathfinders. Here comes the visitors. Boston dropping a little too much defensively again. Letting Pathfinders take play. Ofori takes it all the way on the other side of the pitch. Gives it to Mali. Here comes Mali. Finds Catanduono. Oh, that's Coke. Coke crosses it into the box. Catanduono has it. Takes a shot. It explodes off the defense. Timbo takes it. Clears it. Tonnen. Polchera. Chuka. Feels the contact from Coke, anticipates it well, and keeps it. Herrera. Nice anticipation there by Mali. Puts it out for a Boston throw-in. Back and forth affair here. And the scoreboard and in play. As the Lions try to hold on to this lead and maybe build upon it. Nick Zardo gifts it out wide. Boston trying to put the ball on the pitch and try to play out of defense. But this Pathfinder team's hungry for their first win, or at least their first points here at USL League 2. Not if the Lions can have anything to say about it. Pathfinder ball again. Mistake. And Tannen has it. Tannen's been very good at central defensive midfield there, intercepting those long passes so far in this game. Herrera, poor pass. Pathfinder ball. Coke trying to find space there. Chuka's there with a challenge. The referee sees nothing wrong with Chuka's challenge, and it goes out for a throw-in in favor of the home team. And it's Kevin Herrera who's going to take it. And I'd have to admit, Katam Buduono came in, and him and Coke are a nightmare for the play-by-play guy. That's me. And what a mistake. What a mistake. Possession gifted. Pathfinder ball into the box. Ooh, what a mistake by the Lions. And the visiting team can't take advantage of it again. Guilherme Silva lost that one inside the box. And I think it was Coke. Couldn't find a teammate. Pathfinder still have it. Cross. Looks for Catambuano, who can't get behind that cross. And it goes out for a goal kick. But nearly another gift from this Boston City FC defense. This time squandered by Pathfinders, who couldn't find a teammate in the box and push it into the back of the net. It was an easy goal if they had worked that out. A gift by Guilherme Silva. But still 3-2 Lions. Le Petit, not his best game. Le Petit, far from the player we saw last week. Paulo Henrique Le Petit losing it again in center midfield. And it's Pathfinder possession. 11 minutes played. Long cross forward, looking for someone making the run. It's Oscar. He crosses it into the box. Guilherme Silva is there to intercept it this time. Holds on to it, nearly loses it to Carranza. But it's Boston ball. Manugian hands it out wide. Ton in the center of the pitch. Le Petit is going to gift it back. Nick Zardo better anticipated it. Guilherme Silva's there. The ball took a weird bounce there. Could have been dangerous. Chuka. There is Polchera. Luis Felipe. Looking for someone making a run. He carries it. Keeps carrying it. Keeps carrying it. Gets through one player. Shoots it. Obina's going to try to get behind that one. But Carl Varnett was there first. And the Pathfinders are in a rush to try to tie this. A mistake there again. Here comes Tannen. Tries to make the pass out wide to Chuka. The defense intercepted, but Chuka has it. Here he goes using his strength. Gets past Coke. Crosses it. Too close to Vernet, who makes the save. And again, quickly playing it out on defense, trying to find that corner. That counter. John Forbes, the goal scorer. Passes it back. Slowing things down now after that rush. And here goes another mistake there by the defense. This time the referee sees a foul. And I believe that was Le Petit. No, that was Polchera. A little too much on that challenge. Referee sees it and calls it. Here comes Pathfinders. Long cross forward. Trying to find Oscar. Can't. Mali heads it. Katambunduono's there. Chuka's there using all his size, all his strength. Protects it well. Aru Chuka You need a sledgehammer to get past him. And even so, I take the Boston City player. Throw in for the Lions. Chuka. This time he loses it. Coke. Guilherme Silva. Catambanduono. Gets nice, skillful little play there by the substitute. Gives it all the way back to defense to Ofori. Gabriel Souza. Mali. Souza again. And Pathfinder taking their time. Again, the Lions are gifting possession to the visitors. Trying to play out of the counterattack. It hasn't worked out so far this game. Here comes the cross. Bounces off the player. Nope. The touch was all Pathfinders, and it's a goal kick for the Lions. 15 minutes played. Let's take this time to thank our sponsors for tonight's event, starting with RE/MAX American Dream. Whether you're buying or selling a home or just curious about the local market, RE/MAX agents are dedicated to making your real estate experience memorable. Here's play out of defense there. Could have been trouble. We've seen that a couple of times. Sega Auto Sales and flip rental cars. Torcedores.com, torcedores.com. Access now and get all information on Brazilian soccer. Here comes Herrera, building out wide, trying to get past the defenders. Can't. Loses possession. And it's Pathfinder ball. Tavern in the square. Continually adapts to fit their community. And creating a fun and casual atmosphere that is enjoyable for everyone. Le Petit Enfant Montessori School. Call now. Registration's open. Here comes Pathfinders again. It's a back and forth game. It's hard to get the sponsors in. Here comes Le Petit. Le Petit. From Le Petit to Le Petit Enfants Montessori School, a brand new Montessori nursery program born to be committed with child-centered educational excellence. Open registration now, 617-959-7859. And, of course, Atrium Productions. The future is now. Do you need space to record a podcast, TV commercial, live stream like this? A space to make photos and videos? Atrium Productions. Access our website now and no more. AtriumAdvertising.com. Atrium. The future is now. And Red 9. The excellent brand that makes our beautiful jerseys that you see there, inspired by a famous French team there. An excellent jersey. With all white with the red and blue stripes and the blue shorts. Excellent. So far, 15 minutes played. Boston City finds himself ahead 3-2 on the scoreboard. What has been an excellent game here. And I want to take a second to thank everyone watching at home. Francisco Evandro, Gabriel Castro, Lenildo Oliveira, Josué Pereira, Maromba Pretinho, Francisco Evandro, Fredson Meirelles, Yuri o Melhor, Ângelo Miguel Leite, and Yannick Gomes. Thank you, everyone, for watching at home. And here comes the Lions. Chuka tries to pedal past the defender. Can't quite do it. Coke's going to build it again for Pathfinders. A long pass forward, trying to find the running John Forbes. But San Felice is there to intercept it. Timbo Le Petit from defense. Le Petit again, dropping back between the defenders to try to build up play here. It's been a challenge for the Lions this afternoon. Manugan. Luis Felipe. A mistake there with the 1-2 pass from Manugan. And the gift possession right back to the visitors. As John Forbes is going to take this one. And here comes Pathfinders with the throw-in. Launches it forward. Cut off by the defenders. Bicycle kick on defense there. And it almost builds play out to Obina. If it worked out, it would have been very nice, but not quite. Boston still has possession. Nice play there at center midfield. And a player goes down, and that's a free kick. Joseph Dolan there with the push, dropping the Boston City FC player as we get ready for another substitution. And it's number 9, Edgar Garcia, coming on for David Penafiel, number 11 jersey. Edgar Garcia coming on for Penafiel with the number 9 jersey. 9 jersey with the bleached blonde hair is normally a sign of trouble. Let's see it. Long pass forward. Trying to find it right on the opposing side. Does so. Chuka, again, protects it, turns around, sees the challenge, trips, stands on his feet. Nice fight. Using all his willpower. Wins it. Tries a shot. Explodes on the defender. It's Gabriel Souza. Chuka goes over. Gets dropped there by Catanduono, who's already booked. Could have been the second yellow for the sub. Catanduono, late challenge there. Chuka looked like he was unstoppable. Going to the ground, standing back up, winning possession, losing it, winning it, fighting for it, showing off all his raza. But at the moment, he's down flat. And another free kick like that by Catanduono, and he'll see that second yellow. Something for the Boston players to keep in mind. Maybe pressure the number 14 player, who's only been on the pitch for 20 minutes and could have been all he played today. Here comes Paulo Henrique Lepetit. A short corner here. It's a set piece. Nearly a corner, well, from the edge of the box. Let's see what the Lions can get out of this one. Lepetit, short pass. Chuka takes a shot. Blows off on defense, and it's cleared. Still Boston ball. Tonnen tries to push it into the box. It hits Oscar, and still Boston ball. And Oscar's going to go down. Odriozola took a shot there as Tonnen tried to push it forward. I didn't see exactly where that hit. Was it the nether regions or on the face? Yep. I think that hit him in the nether regions. And everyone of the male gender watching at home knows exactly how much that hurts. Odriozola, yep, he's limping there. A shot to the nether regions. Not how anyone wants to end their night. And he's going out. He's going out to get some treatment from the physio. As a coach was there inside the pitch there, curious, very concerned for his player, or very upset with the ref, I'm not sure, but that's not allowed. Referee escorts him off the pitch, and it's a drop ball. Lions had possession, so they should keep possession on this one. As you see on your screen there, the last 4 games played by each team, Boston City, 2 losses followed by the last 2 games, which was 2 wins. Pathfinders, all losses so far this season. And the Phantoms there, the number 1 team of the division with 3 wins and a draw. Western Mass, 4 wins, closest to the Lions. Here comes Herrera, going out wide, looking for the cross. Obina gets behind it. Nope. Nearly. But Carl Vernett's there to anticipate it before Obina could get onto that one. And the team's pressuring the build out of defense again. Obina's going on Vernet. Vernet gets it out wide. Looks for a teammate. Finds his fullback. And a heavy challenge there by the Lions. But to no avail. Here comes Ofori. Using all his speed as a player down for the Lions. The player with that challenge, that ball there from the fullback. Forbes looking for it. He gives it in the middle instead. It's Nolan. Nolan challenged there again by 2 Boston City defenders. Still Pathfinder ball. Here comes Mali. Crosses it out wide. That's been the danger in this game. This time, Guilherme Silva and Nick Zardo on the same page. And Big Nick Zardo gets the best of it. Big Nick Zardo puts it on the floor. Play goes on. 23 minutes played so far here in this second half. So far, Boston City FC 3, Pathfinders 2. A great game. 2 goals by Jonathan Obina for the Lions. 1 goal by Luis Felipe Fernandez to open up the scoreboard. The Lions taking the lead in 3 separate occasions. Twice the visiting Pathfinders managed to draw equal. But so far, it's Boston win. Here comes Le Petit. Obina and Le Petit passing in the center. Chuka has it. Herrera makes the run. He's going to get it. First time cross into the box. Looking for Obina again. Intercepted by Gabriel Souza. Puts it out for a corner kick for the Lions. Here we go, Boston. Corner kick. We see the players in the pitch. In the center of the pitch. Getting in the box. Is it Chuka who's going to take this one? That's news. No, it can't be Chuka. Who is that? I think it's Luis Felipe. Luis Felipe is going to take this corner. Everyone in the box. Chuka, Obina, San Feliz. Who's going to head it behind it? It's a Boston player! That was... Not sure who headed that one for the Lions, but it nearly put the Lions up 4 goals to 2. But it goes out for a goal kick. As we see another substitution there. This one I didn't see. Pathfinders put on Papa Diop with the number 22 on for Oscar Odriozola. And the goal scorer is coming off as well as Matthew Farias comes on for John Forbes. Great game by John Forbes, but he definitely looks like he got tired there. Not those speedster runs we saw on the first 45 minutes. Meanwhile, Ofori is here terrorizing these Boston midfielders and keeping possession for the visitors. Coke. Ofori. Tries to dribble, loses it. Obina has it. And here comes the striker. Here comes the star striker. Looking for his hat trick. Gives it all the way back to Manoogian. And the Lions put the ball on the pitch and build it patiently out from defense. Guilherme. Tannen. Gets it out forward. Luis Felipe stops it, feels the challenge. Catandubandono is on him. And the ball went out, ran out of space there, and it's a throw-in for the visitors. Thanking everyone sending chats in, watching at home. Aleatorio Insano, Gabriel Castro, John GC, Lucas Ferreira, Francisco Evandro, Joe Alisson Alves, Jonathan Barbosa, Gato B, Yuri o Melhor, Michel Canejo. And here comes a cross again. A mistake, another mistake by the defense there. Let it go out for a throw-in for the visitors. Couple of challenging, look, they have a lot of challenge for this Lions defense with these crosses here. Something Coach Garcia needs to check on before next week's game. This is definitely an Achilles heel for this team. But here comes Chuka. No, that's Jonathan Obina. Obina feels the challenge. Not afraid. Gets through the player. Leaves him on the pitch. Tries the cross for the marauding winger. Can't quite get enough before that one, and Luis Felipe doesn't get behind it, and it's a throw-in for the Lions. Here comes the Lions, 27 minutes play. A goal now will put them in a great position to come off with the 3 points tonight. Balanhiki Le Petit is going to take this throw-in. Chukaru in the box. Jonathan Obina, Luis Felipe Fernandez is going to go straight in the near post, looking for Chuka. Can't. It drops right back to Le Petit. Cuts it out wide, tries to get the corner. Touch there by Mali, and it goes out for a corner. Here comes Luis Felipe Fernandez, author of the first goal of the game. Going to take this one. As we see everybody in the box for the Lions, trying to get that 4th goal. Trying to get a little bit of peace, a little bit of space between them and the Pathfinders. Cross comes in. Far post. The header! Off direction there. Timbo Sanfeliz got behind that one. And it goes out for a goal kick. Excellent game so far. And we still have a dangerous game here, a dangerous opponent in Pathfinder, still looking for that equalizer. And the Lions trying to hold on. And that was Matthew Farias. And Mateus Tannen said, not here, my friend. And bombed it out of the stadium nearly. Throw in for the visiting side. Throw in taken. I think. Play goes on. Here we go. Matthews. Here comes Dolan. Quiet second half here by Dolan. Garcia. You got to see a number 9. We're playing a defensive midfield position. Petit's challenging him. Petit's about 4 times the size of Edgar Garcia. But Garcia gets the best of him there. Go ball in the center of the pitch. Papa Diop. Garcia. Chuka's there. Garcia looks to one side, see Le Petit looks to the other, and he sees Chuka and go, what am I doing here? A pass goes wide. Here comes Pathfinders. Catambanduono crosses it. Big Nick Zardo's there this time to make an easy save. And he goes down. Veteran goalkeeper. Big Nick Zardo there. A former Spotty Recife player from Brazil. Nick Zardo, the absolute starter between goalposts for Boston City in 2022. Here comes Boston again. Luis Felipe. Building out wide. Quiet game offensively in the second half for the Lions. Luis Felipe is trying to pressure the defenders. They gift it back to Varnett, who's going to shoot it forward. Looking for Dolan. Guilherme Silva. Stumbles there. Makes a mistake. Loses it. No harm there. Le Petit. Here comes Paul Henrique Le Petit. Taking it out wide. Looking for someone in the box. He cuts it forward. Cuts it towards the center. Retains possession. Gets the contact. Loses it. And Garcia is going to keep it. And Coke with the challenge there. Well-timed challenge. And Tannen not afraid of contact. But play goes on. Long pass forward. Looking for Catanduono. Manugan was there to intercept it. Tannen, and as a late challenge there by Papa Diop. Dropping Tannen. And he's going to get booked. Was that Tannen or Polchera? I think it's Polchera who's down there. As Papa Diop late onto the challenge and drops Polchera hard for the yellow card. As we have a substitution here. Well, we'll wait to confirm that one. Sergio Yepes looks like he can. Polchera's on the pitch right now, so unless he's getting subbed, is that what's happening? 12 for third. That's right. So we anticipated the substitution there. Sergio Yepes with number 13 jersey coming on for Manuel Polchera with the number 12, the player who just took that hit there. And meanwhile, Benjamin Ofori is coming off for Pathfinders, and his space is Kintrell Hendrickson. Mali was already on the pitch. It's Hendrickson who's coming on with the number 12 jersey for Ofori with the Pathfinders. Here comes the Lions again. Tannen. Le Petit. Puts it out wide. Manugan. Luis Felipe. Manugan and Luis Felipe trying to build it out wide. Trying to get past this blockade here by the Pathfinders. Retreats all the way back to Timbo, who gifts it forward again. Finds Luis Felipe. No, that's the Yepes who just came on. That was Manugan. Apologies. Manugan. And Coke wins possession right back for Pathfinders. Gabriel Garcia. Papa Diop. Catanduono. Yeli Catanduono trying to find that pass forward. Papa Diop gets through one, gets through two. Dolan. Pathfinders are not dead yet. They're not giving up. Coke. Center of the pitch. Tries that long pass forward. Intercepted by the Lions. Tannen. Yet a mistake by Tannen. Loses it to Garcia. Coke with a nice little turnaround. Passes it to Dolan. Looks for the return. Gets it. Passes it out wide. Here comes the Pathfinders. Looking for the cross. It's a low one, and Tannen's there to get behind it first and clear it. Pushing it to safety for the Lions. Quickly taken by the visiting side. Gabriel Garcia. Mali. Trying to get past Yepes. Does. Gives it to Coke. Trying to get past. Herrera cannot. And it's retreated back to Nick Zardo. Hoofs it forward whatever way he can. Jonathan Obina tries to win it between two defenders. Can't. And the Lions struggle to find possession here in the last quarter of this game. Wide pass forward. Herrera's there to intercept it. There was a marauding fullback there for Pathfinders. Could have been dangerous. Luckily, Kevin Herrera was there to intercept it. Mali fights off the challenge of Yepes. Poor pass. Gives it right over to Jonathan Obina, the goal scorer. 2 goals today, 2 to his tally. As our confusing everyone there with that play, the Lions. And Timbo's going to settle things down for the home team. Guilherme Silva, Timbo, Le Petit, Manugan gives it back to Timbo. Timbo, Manugan. Lions struggling here, struggling to keep possession, struggling to build anything, and Pathfinders putting on the pressure, turning on the heat, trying to force those defensive errors that we've seen twice already in this evening. Coke. Pathfinder ball again. Cross it to absolutely no one. Easy enough for the Boston defense. Jonathan Obina tries to turn it around wide, building that counter. Can't quite do it. And it's gifted right back to all Pathfinders in the last couple of minutes. Visiting team putting on the pressure. Here comes Garcia. Coke. Gets it out wide. Challenge there by Chuka. Clean challenge. Nothing to it. Did the referee see something? He did not. It's just a throw-in. Clean challenge there by Chuka, but he couldn't keep on his feet. And it goes out for a throw-in for Pathfinders. 36 minutes played. Try to get a second to catch my breath here and give our thanks to our sponsors. But the play is a very fast-paced game here. No time. No rest for the weary. No time to stop and acknowledge our sponsors as Boston do whatever they can to hold on to this game lead. And the Pathfinder FC puts on the pressure whenever a Boston player has the ball. Papa Diop can't stop it. Jonathan Obina has it. He's going to give it out wide to Ben Manugan. Paulo Henrique Le Petit. A quiet game for Le Petit. Jonathan Obina. Yepes. Quick little touch with Obina. He finds Luis Felipe. Shows off his skills. Gives it over to Chuka. And what's the referee calling there? Stopping play. I don't know why. But he did stop play. As Chuka is going to waste time. The goalie's going to get on him. And Chuka's so big. He's about put his entire head over the length of the goalkeeper. Are you sure you want to pick this fight? I think not. Adu Chuka wins the argument, wins the ball. But it's Pathfinder FC possession. 37 minutes played. Taking time to thank RE/MAX American Dream. Whether you're buying or selling a home or just curious about the local market, RE/MAX agents are dedicated to making your real estate experience memorable and enjoyable. Sega Auto Sales and Flip Rental Cars. We are excited to help you with your next vehicle purchase or rental. Please call 781-324-2334. We look forward to meeting you. Torcedores.com. Access now, torcedores.com, and follow all soccer news from Brazil. Tavern in the Square. Tavern in the Square continually adapting to fit their community and creating a fun and casual atmosphere. Le Petit Enfants Montessori School. And, of course, Atrium Productions. The future is now. Here comes Pathfinders. Dolan gets it out wide. Le Petit's there on helping out on defense, wins it, holds on to possession, showing off all that veteran skill, and he wins. Nope. And Red Lion, our sponsor, again making these beautiful jerseys we see on the field today. I look forward to seeing my number 10 Fraga jersey. I'm calling it live before the end of the season. I promise I'll wear it to a game. As Chuka's coming off. Tired, exhausted, out of Chuka. Coming off for number 17, Rafael Gross, my Shara. He has a good name. Here we go. Number 17, Rafael Gross coming on for Chuka after he challenged the goalkeeper there. Coach Garcia said, I better take him off before he gets guarded. As the Lions try to win possession, but they win a free kick in favor of Pathfinders. Coke. Catanduono. Now, interesting there. Catanduono started over here in this left-hand side of your screen as a winger, and then he's been relegated over to fullback position. A very versatile player here. Yelly Catanduono for Pathfinders, playing in an entirely different position than he did when he first came on. Long pass forward. Guilherme Silva wins it. Tonnen does not play in games. Kicks it out forward. Wherever his nose was pointed is where the ball went. Gabriel Garcia. Diop. Edgar Garcia. Here comes Yelly again. Yelly Catanduono. Carranza. Goes out wide. It's a throw-in. Throw-in for the visiting side. 40 minutes played. 5 minutes left. It's all Pathfinder FC so far. The Lions can't find an escape valve here. Can't find space to take a breath, to put an attack, to put them on their heels. We've seen this a couple of times this season. End of the game, the team's legs get heavy, and they feel the pressure. The last 2 times, though, they managed to hold on. Let's see if today we'll have a repeat performance. And a free kick there. Jonathan Obina goes down, and now he can take his time and feel this potential injury. Wait. Slow to get up. The clock is the enemy of Pathfinder and the friends to the home team as long as it's ticking. And it's a free kick there for the Lions. Let's see who's going to take it. It's Fernando Timbo Sanfeliz. Gives it out forward. Luis Felipe. Tonnen. Timbo. Tonnen. Guilherme Silva. Guerrero's looking for it. Everyone. Too much space between Guilherme Silva and his first teammate up front. Is a wall of Pathfinder's player. And, of course, they win possession. Here comes Pathfinders again. Papa Diop's asking for it in the center of the pitch. He doesn't get it. Jonathan Obina looking for that hat trick. Passes it backwards. Yepes. Sergio Yepes. Le Petit. Luis Felipe. Rafael Gross makes the run. Obina makes it wide. Le Petit's going to take it straight. Luis Felipe is going to take it straight. And wasting that attack there, he hits it out for a goal kick. 42 minutes played. Excellent game so far. The Lions are tired. Obina's limping in the field. And it's all Pathfinder to end this game. The Lions hold on with all the willpower, with all the desire they can. It's a game to check the blood pressure. Keep your cardiac doctor on speed dial. Edgar Garcia. Cardiologist. That's the word I was looking for. Your cardiologist on speed dial. Here's the counter. The Lions could close it. Here's the pass forward. That's Gross. He has it. Carries it out wide. 2 players on. There's no one to help him. Yepes shows up in the middle. He's going to take it out to the corner flag, and he wins the throw-in. And that's worth just about as much as a goal as they can waste time here and let the clocks, the minutes, the seconds tick away. Holding on to this win. A throw-in. Slow to take the throw and be a good time to make a substitution too. Jonathan Obina, he's going to hold it. Take it all the way to the corner flag. No, he wins it. Gets past the opponent. Hits it to Rafael Gross. Can't stop it. Drops it to the player. The shot! It goes up too much. It goes out for a goal kick. And an excellent play there by the Lions. Trying to close this win here. 43 minutes and 52 seconds, nearly 44 minutes. We're coming up to stoppage time. Let's see how much the ref's going to give. Not a lot of stoppage play here in the second half. Shouldn't be too much, but you never know. As we have another substitutions for the Lions. It's number 9, Enwereji Amurushi. Coming on for number 10, the goal scorer, Luis Felipe Fernandez. Amurushi's coming on. The big number 9. Let's see if he can use that physique to hold the ball out forward. Maybe get a counter behind it and close things off. As you see there, the torcedores.com on the back of his jersey. Another thank you to our wonderful sponsors over in Brazil. Here we go. Herrera. Yepes loses it. Coke has it. There was a handball there, I think. The referee calls it, says play it right here. Pathfinder's trying to play ahead. They can't kick it without authorization from the ref. As he says, you got to take it right here. And we're into stoppage time. I have not seen how many. Coke's going to take this one. Hits it onto the box. There's a header backwards by the Boston players. And Big Nick Zardo, dangerous retreat there by whoever headed that backwards for the Lions. But Nick Zardo's there to win it. As you see there, 4 minutes given by Mr. Luke. Mr. Luke is happy to test our cardiologist here today in Malden. As the Lions get possession, Tannen trying to find Amurushi. Amurushi wins it. Le Petit gives it out wide. The Lions taking their time. As the defender hits it forward. Amurushi going to try to get behind this one. Vanette's way ahead. And he hits it. But it's still Lions ball. I think Amurushi was offsides there. Referee didn't call it. Cantambantuono is going to hit it forward. Coke couldn't get behind it. Tannen making Yepes run. He can't quite get it. Mali Garcia hits it forward. Looking for the run for Dolan. Too much under that one. And Big Nick Zardo is going to make the save. Thanking everybody who stayed tuned with us. Tiago Liro, Cesar Ferreira, Michel Canejo, Brenda Luiza, Fredson Meirelles, Marina Schoening Prates, Gabriel de Oliveira. Thank you, everyone who stayed tuned with us for this excellent game here of USL 2 action of Boston City FC. Obina takes advantage of the mistake there by the defenders, but he's going to let it go out for a throw-in. The veteran Obina, he's saying just get it forward. Boston City trying to hold possession inside their opponent's defensive side of the pitch. They say offense is the best defense. Let's see it. Ball goes in. Amurushi can't quite stop it. It drops to Obina, playing a little bit out wide now instead of in that center attacker spot. Amurushi's taking his place. He fights for it, gets it. It's a throw-in for the visiting side. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes of action. This Pathfinder won't give up. They're Terminators. They won't give up. They won't walk away no matter what Boston hits them with. But let's see it. This could be the lava pit. What puts them out of commission? And no, it's a free kick. Free kick for the Pathfinders. There we go. Ball goes on. Long pass forward, looking for somebody to get behind it. They do. Dolan tries to drop it. Coke is coming there, dangerously making that run. The legs were heavy, though. And Zardo has it. But what was it? A corner, offsides there, I think, called. So Guilherme Silva. There you go. Cheeky little play there. Is this where you want it? You sure? All right, I'll take it here. Nope. I'm going to leave it to Nick Zardo. Smart play there by the veteran Guilherme Silva. Long hit forward. Pathfinders try to stop it. Pressured. Papa Diop gives it out forward. Looking for Coke. Guilherme Silva's there again to push it out for a throw-in. Final minute of the game. Coke's going to take it. Nope, he's going to leave it to Mali. The little kid gets in the way there. The ball boy. Not quite. Watch out. Mali. Everybody in the box. I'm surprised the goalkeeper isn't going up on this one. Mali. Does he have the arm strength for it? He does. Ball in the box. It bounces. Who's it going to drop to? Amurushi there to clear it. As the referee blows the whistle for the end of today's game. A tense affair here at Brother Gilbert Stadium. But at the end of the game, it's a Boston City FC win as Boston wins 3-2 over Pathfinder FC in an excellent game here in Malden. But it's 3 points for the home team, 3 points for the Lions as they look to get past Western Mass Pioneers in the standing. An excellent game. I'll leave you guys with my man of the match, and it has to be him, Jonathan Ignacio Obina, with 2 goals scored in this tense affair here. I'm going to go call my cardiologist and make sure everything's okay, as it was stressful, but it was a happy ending for the Lions. Boston FC 3, Pathfinder FC 2. Thank you, everyone who watched at home with us. We appreciate the audience. Thank you to our sponsors. Once again, you see them at the bottom of your screen. My name is Rafael Fraga. It's been an absolute honor to bring this to you. We'll sign out now with a good night, and we'll see you all next time. Good night. The Lion roars tonight. Boston City FC, 3rd win in a row. Have a good night.